Hi students, first unit is sensation and responses. We have already completed in the online classes, and let us go through the important points of the first unit. The parts included in our nervous system is brain, spinal cord, nerves and receptor. The structural and functional unit of the nervous system is neuron or nerve cell. Let us pass through the important parts of the neuron or nerve cell. First one is cell body, and the branch of the cell body is dendron, and the branches of dendron is called dendrites, and the longest branch of the cell body or cytone is axon. The branches of axon are called axonites, and in the tip of the axonite the synaptic knobs are seen. Then the axon is covered by a covering called myelin sheath. Myelin sheath is made by Schwann cell. Then we are going to see the functions of the myelin sheath. The important functions of the myelin sheath is to provide nutrients and oxygen to the axon. It accelerates impulses. It acts as an electric insulator. It protects the axon from external shocks, and it gives white appearance to the neural parts, so it is called white matter. Then we are going to see the functions of different parts of the nerve cell or a neuron. First one is dendrite, which receive impulses, dendron, which carry impulses from dendrite to the cell body, and cytone or cell body passes impulses to the axon, which carries impulses from the cell body to outside. Then Schwann cells, which protects the axon and increases the speed of impulses. Axonite carry impulses to the synaptic knob, and synaptic knob secretes neurotransmitter. Then we are going to see the term synapse. Synapse, it is the junction between two neuron, or a neuron and a muscle cell, or a neuron and a glandular cell. It helps to regulate the speed and direction of impulses. The impulses are transmitted across the synaptic cleft only through a chemical or neurotransmitter secreted from the synaptic knob. Then, how is an impulse generated in a neuron? We already studied that the charge difference in the plasma in and outside of the plasma membrane maintains the equilibrium, and it helps in the impulse generation. The difference in the distribution of ions maintain positive charge and on the outer surface and negative charge inside the plasma membrane of the receptor. When stimulated, this ionic equilibrium changes there, and outer surface becomes negatively charged and inner become positively charged. As a result, impulse generated. This charge difference stimulates its adjacent part, and similar changes occurs there too. Thus, a continuous flow of impulses becomes possible in neuron. Then, the path of the impulses in the neuron. First one is dendrite, and then dendron, then cytone, then axon, axonite, synaptic knob, and neurotransmitter is secreted from the synaptic knob to the synaptic cleft, and it stimulates the adjacent dendrite. That means the dendrites of the next neuron, and impulses are formed. Then we are going to see the different types of neuron. There are two types of neuron, sensory neuron and motor neuron, which sensory neuron carry impulses from different parts of the body to the brain and spinal cord. Then motor neuron carry impulses from brain and spinal cord to various parts of the body. Basis of the types of neuron, there are three types of nerves, that is sensory nerves, motor nerves and mixed nerves. Sensory nerves are made by sensory neuron, motor nerves are made by motor neuron, and mixed nerves are made by sensory and motor neuron. Sensory function of sensory nerves are which carry impulses from sense organs to the brain and spinal cord. Motor nerve carry impulses from brain and spinal cord to different organs, and mixed nerves which carry impulses from brain and spinal cord to different organs and vice versa. Then we are going to see the classification of nervous system. Nervous system can be classified into two: central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. And central nervous system contains brain and spinal cord, and peripheral nervous system contain the nerves from the brain, that is called the cranial nerves. They are 12 pairs, and spinal nerves, which are the nerves formed from spinal cord. There are 31 pairs of spinal nerves in our body. Then in the next class we are going to see the structure of brain and spinal cord, and about the peripheral nervous system. Thank you.